Hey guys, this is Eric from Final Cut Studio School, and I got an email from a guy wanting to know how to do a spotlight effect on a video or a still and how to move the spotlight around. So I'm going to show him how I do it. He said he knows how to make the spotlight, but he really needs help keyframing it. So I'm just going to go through it from the beginning and show you how I go about doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this picture down here. Now I got a picture in my scene. I'm not going to worry about rendering it out because we're not going to worry about editing it. I'm just going to show you how to do the spotlight. So now, the first thing we want to do is add some slug. So go to your little film strip here below your viewer, click it, scroll down to slug, and select that. This will throw up a black slate in your canvas. Now drag and drop that on top of your clip onto track 2. Now you have this black slug over top of your clip, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to add a filter to this slug. So go to your effects, scroll down till you find matte, and under matte you'll see mask shape. Take your mask shape and drag and drop it onto your slug. Now you'll see have this come up in the viewer. Double click your slug to load it into the viewer. You'll see this little black square in your canvas, I'm sorry. Double click your slug to load it into the viewer and click on your filters tab. Under your filters tab, you'll see the settings for the mask shape you just dragged down on top of your clip onto track 2. I'm going to set it to rectangle, round. Or actually, let's set it to oval. That would be even better. Okay, now that we have this set to oval, I want to select invert. Now, this is what we have. What we want to do now is we want to go down into our timeline, and we'll have this little black line going across. This is our opacity line. We can take it and drag it down like this. And as you watch as I do this, when I let go, it's going to adjust the opacity of that slug. Now you can see it's see-through. Or, alternatively, you can go to your motion tab, scroll your opacity triangle down, and adjust it with the slider. As you can see, when I move this slider, this line down here dynamically adjusts. You might not be able to see that in YouTube. Okay, so you want to set this to about where you think it looks good. It's all up to taste. So now we can adjust our spotlight by going into our filters and adjusting our horizontal and vertical scale. Now, as you can see, our spotlight's in the wrong spot. We want to put it in the right spot. We want to put it over this woman right here. So I'm going to go over to my filters tab and select the center button. And when I do this, a little red crosshair will appear. And I want to take it and I want to put it where I want it. I'm going to highlight her. Okay? So now what if your edges on your mask are just a little bit too much for you? Well, you can go back over to your effects, go back into your matte folder and select mask feather. Drag and drop it onto your slug. And when you bring up the softness, you'll see the edges of the clip are softened. So now let's go about keyframing this. Yes, I'll go ahead and save it so you'll stop bugging me. Let's go ahead and keyframe this now. Let's park your playhead wherever you want the movement to begin. Say the spotlight starts out up here on said person. If there was a person on top of this cliff, let's assume, and put it up here. Okay? So now we want to set a keyframe for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this little keyframe button right here beside the center. Like that. And it'll set this little half diamond or diamond right here. It's a keyframe, okay? Move forward in your timeline to where you want the spotlight to move to, okay? Hit your center button and drag the spotlight to where you want it to move, like down here to her, and that will set another keyframe. Now if you watch, when I scroll between those two keyframes, it moves, you see. It gets there, it'll freeze, then I can come here. You can set another keyframe because you want it to hold on her for a few seconds. Then you can come up a little bit more, hit your center button again, move it back up to the top of the hill, and it'll hold there. So as you can see, it's up to the top, it's coming down to her, it's going to hold, then it goes back up to the top of the hill. And that's basically how you do it. It is that simple. Nothing to it. Really, really easy stuff. So I really hope you've learned something. I hope you got something out of this. If you have any questions, all my contact information is on my webpage, or just get a hold of me right here on YouTube. That's probably the best place to get a hold of me anyway, is here on YouTube. So I hope you guys learned something, and we'll see you next time.